This video blog will talk about my personal golden rule of counseling and how I will participate in self-care while being an advocate. It will include 2 Bible verses that will support social justice and one step that I'm willing to take towards social justice. Micah 6:8 says, "He has told you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God." This is a powerful verse that clearly sets out what is good and how we're to take care of others. Using this verse as a golden rule of counseling, I can demonstrate the necessity of a humble and willing to learn attitude that takes action. When I obey this mandate, I'm set up to be an advocate for those who need justice and mercy, all empowered by walking with God. According to our textbook by Granello and Young, they write, "Becoming a social justice advocate is a lifelong endeavor and one that requires changes to both our personal and professional world. We have an ethical and many would argue moral obligation to be agents of social change." Zechariah 7 verses 9 through 10 state, in agreement, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, render true judgments, show kindness and mercy to one another. Do not oppress the widow, the fatherless, the sojourner, or the poor, and let none of you devise evil against another in your heart." It's necessary for us to speak up for those who can't and to be agents of change, but it can also be exhausting. So how can I participate in self-care to avoid burnout or compassion fatigue? Besides the obvious of an active and healthy lifestyle, the article by Melchior and Bean suggest, the article is Self-Care for the Activist Counselor. They suggest avoidance, engagement, and deflection. One specific way that I have found to practice self-care is with the people that I'm advocating for, mostly children, to disengage from the specific social issues we're addressing, to take a break, and simply to play and engage with the children. Some examples would be they would laugh at my sign language and teach me more. We would play games of basketball, basically taking them outside of the professional setting that we were working in and just getting to know them outside of the issues that we're facing. Through this master's program, I'm eager to merge my professional identity, my advocate identity, my past experiences with who I am today. I have a passion for ensuring that children with special needs or disabilities are given equal access socially through education and integration programs, or even just simple changes like lowering drinking fountains or bathroom mirrors for those in wheelchairs, or adding captions to movies, or even Instagram videos for the deaf. Most recently, I've become aware of children who are marginalized or bullied on school campuses, or simply those students that don't know how to make their voices heard. And those children are being overlooked by school counselors or even by the school educational counselors. So I've spoken with different campus administrators on different campuses about adding a professional counselor to the staff. They could advocate for these children or children that come in crisis, or for those being bullied, or those that just simply struggle with communication. This counselor would work with the school counselors and the other helping professionals on campus, but specifically would be an advocate for those who need it. That's my one idea that I'm working on. Thanks.